What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the fastest way to get your Hispanic Heritage Month objectives done so you can get 5 free 88 overall cards. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching on YouTube for Month 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So yesterday we broke down this promo content and how to get these cards for free, but there's still a lot of questions, a lot of confusion, and also I wanted to make this video to help you guys out for the solos that you can farm and play through to earn these objectives and get through them a lot quicker. So we're going to kind of go a roadmap here, step 1 all the way to 99, A to Z, whatever numbers or letters you want to place in there, the beginning point and the ending point. So first things first, you're going to go into solo challenges. Actually, let me rewind. First things first is that when you logged into this promo, you're going to get yourself a welcome pack, and that welcome pack is going to contain an 83 overall Ted Hendricks card. The first thing you need to do, and if you've already opened up this pack, you need to do it immediately if you haven't yet, is put that player in your lineup. Now, if you take a look at my lineup screen here, he is my backup left outside linebacker. He does not have to be a starter, but the way to get an 88 overall Ted Hendricks is completing objectives with the 83 overall card in your lineup. This one you're going to get for free from the welcome pack. The other 4 83s, you have to complete solo challenges to get them. And the reason I tell you to put Ted Hendricks in your lineup is because once you start going through these other solos to get the other 83s, well, you're going to be able to knock out those objectives for Ted Hendricks while you're working towards the other 83s. Now, here is the order that I would recommend going in. Number 1, put the Ted Hendricks in your lineup. Number 2, play through the Zane Gonzalez solo challenges. The reason I would do that is because I believe he's the second best player to choose out of all of these. And you can get all 5 for free, but from level of importance, it's going to go Ted Hendricks, then Zane Gonzalez, then I would say Jonathan Castillas, then Kiko Alonso, then Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett, if you desperately need a quarterback, you can play him sooner, but he's not the greatest card out there. Now, the biggest confusion that I'm seeing here, right, is people think you beat all of these solos. Like I beat all of the Jonathan Castillas solos. Boom, it's over. I get the 88 overall. That is not the case. The solos get you the 83. Completing objectives with the 83 in your lineup is going to get you the 88. Also, the 83 doesn't magically transform over to an 88. It's a separate card in itself. So you're going to get both an 83 and an 88 when it's all said and done. The reason you can't quick sell the 83s is because people might accidentally do that. And if they quick sell the 83, well, guess what? There's no way for them to earn the 88 because they don't have the 83 anymore to put in their lineup. So that's why EA made it that way. I know a lot of you probably are like, why can't I quick sell this card? That's the reason. So in a moment, in the back half of this video, after you complete those 4 solo sequences and get all 5 of the 83s, 1 from the welcome pack and then 1 from the Castillas, Alonso, Plunkett, and Zane Gonzalez solos, you're going to have all 5 83s, and you want to make sure you put all 5 of them in your lineup. Again, I got to reiterate here, they can be backups just like we showed you with the Ted Hendricks. Now it's time to really start chasing those objectives. As you're playing through those solos, you're probably knocking some of them out because it's just organically going to happen as you play the game. But to track your objective progress is going to be found under missions and under Hispanic Heritage. It's not going to be in the field pass. This is where you're going to find it. So if you read through the description on these, basically it's telling you you have to have the 83 in your lineup. You complete all of the objectives for that specific player with the 83 in your lineup. It's going to give you an 88 overall. So if we take a look at Ted Hendricks, you need 25 wins. That's any solo challenge win. It's not a whole game. It's not a solo battle. It's just literally a win in a solo challenge. You need 25 sacks, 50 team tackles. And I know a lot of this is going to be repetitive for some of you. Trust me, I wouldn't be covering it in a video if I didn't get asked this question numerous times, but we will also be showing you the fastest way or the best solos to knock out all of these objectives. Zane Gonzalez, you need 25 wins, 20 field goals, and 100 points. Jim Plunkett, you're going to need passing yards, offensive yards, and 25 wins. Kiko Alonso and Jonathan Castillas might be the most challenging, but the solo I'm going to show you is pretty good. You need 25 wins, 10 forced fumbles, and 75 tackles. And then finally, Casillas, is going to need you 25 wins, 10 interceptions, and 25 team tackles. I'm going to show you 2 solo challenges that you can play through to pretty much knock out everything that's on this list for all 5 players. One more thing real quick before we show you those solo challenges, because this is another very common question that I'm getting on Twitter, I'm seeing in the comments. You completed your objectives for a specific player, you did not get the 88 overall. I'm going to show you a clip from my Twitch stream earlier this morning. Basically, you either need to reset your game and then load it back up and the player should pop, or you can just simply go into your Season 1 Field Pass, back out, and the reward pack will pop up for you and you can open up the pack. I've also heard that if you just go into your Field Pass and then back out, the program or the rewards will pop. Let's see if that's true. Yep, there it is. So if you guys don't get your cards, look, all you have to literally do is go into a Field Pass, back out, and boom, there they are. Now, when it comes to the best solo challenges to get these objectives done, some of you are going to have your own preference, and that's fine. We're just making this video for all of you that need some help with that. If you have access to solo battles right now, the #1 move is to load into solo battles games on rookie difficulty. You're easily going to force fumbles, get interceptions, get tackles, get sacks, score points. It's just very easy. The bad part here is that like 90% of the community, including myself, doesn't have access to solo battles right now. So hopefully they're fixed on Monday. If they are, you can go through and do that if you haven't obtained all of these players. But for right now, there are 2 solo challenges that I use, and I haven't got all of these cards on my main team. That's the account that we're on right now. I did do this on my No Money Spent squad this morning. The defensive solo that I've been using, and again, you probably have your own preference, that's okay, but I've been going to Legends, to Week 5, and the second Seth Joyner challenge. Now, the reason I'm doing the second one is because I played through the first one, and for whatever reason, and maybe it was just an odd thing that was happening, maybe it was just me, some of my sacks were not counting. I went to the second challenge and they were, so I'm just going to use that as the solo that I recommend to you guys. And basically, this solo is going to be easy because it's on rookie and arcade mode. You just essentially don't have to allow 25 yards, but we want to keep replaying this solo over and over and over again, and all of the things that you need on defense can be obtained pretty easily in this solo challenge. So that's sacks, fumbles, interceptions, tackles, and of course wins. Every time you stop the computer, that counts as 1 win. Now, you all might have your own preference on what play you use on defense. We put out a video earlier in the year on the play that I use to beat solo battles on legendary difficulty, and we're going to link that video down below in the comment section if you want to watch it. I like 4-3 under Hammer O Blast. It just gets to the CPU very easily. We're going to use whoever is covering the running back, and they ran the ball. That's a tackle. We need tackles for Kiko Alonso. I think Ted Hendricks has tackles in there, so that's helpful. A lot of times when they throw the ball, we're either going to get a sack fumble, or an interception. That's going to knock out something pretty much every time, but we're basically just kind of hovering here, hoping that somebody gets there. And in this case, we got an interception. Very important. Score right here, because we also need points. Even though we're on defense, scoring points is going to help towards the Zane Gonzalez challenges. So right there, we got a tackle, we got some points, and we got an interception. Now, however which way your solo finishes up, when you're done, you're going to go to replay challenge. You're going to keep doing this for about 10-15 minutes. Very important to not do it too long. Servers could go down, something could happen. You always want to kind of spot check your progress as you're replaying solos over and over. We'll go ahead and run it 1 or 2 more times. Let's see if we can maybe get a sack or a sack fumble. A lot of times, here comes a sack right here. A lot of times the quarterback will cough up the ball there, and if you can pick it up and return it for a touchdown, you got yourself a tackle, a sack, a fumble, and points towards the Zane Gonzalez objectives. But let's go ahead and just try to run it again here. See if we can get, like I said, it's all just kind of piling up. I love this solo because you can just knock out so many things. We probably could have had an interception there if our player was a little bit better. Unfortunately not. And if you happen to force them to a punting situation, 4th and whatever, and they have to punt it, try to return the punt. Try to get points there as well, because that's going to help you. Everything helps. We should get a sack here. Come on, guys. There you go. Fumble 2. Come on. Kirk Cousins should have fumbled. He didn't. So there we go. We got 2 sacks, a couple tackles in this solo, and we can try our hardest to return the punt. I'll see if I can do it live here for you guys. It might happen, it might not. We got Jalen Waddle back there. He's got decent speed, so we'll see if we can get some points off of this. And that's pretty much it. You're just going to wash, rinse, and repeat. This is going to cover so many of the objectives. Obviously, all right, hold on. All right, bad run stick, but we got the cheese broke tackle. All right, I stunk there. So the one thing that you're not going to get a ton of is points, only in those situations where you are returning, you know, interceptions, fumbles, and punt returns. The offensive play that we're going to show you is actually going to be found right back in the Hispanic Heritage solos. Now, after you complete like the individual player solos, if you want to knock out the Hispanic culture section and the history of the NFL Hispanic Heritage, by all means go for it. These solos aren't perfect for racking up specific objectives, but you are earning stars, and the milestone stars are going to give you 4K for every, it looks like, 25 stars. So if you want to knock those out as well, by all means go through it. But basically what I did is I went to the Zane Gonzalez solo, the very first one. I play it on 1 star. This is after we beat it on 5 stars the first time around. And pretty much what you need to do is get in field goal range and kick a field goal. So this one's going to be racking up the passing yards for Jim Plunkett, the offensive yards for Jim Plunkett, and also the field goals and the points for Zane Gonzalez. You can pick whatever play you want. I mentioned that solo battle video and the defense that we're using. That same video covers this play that I love to use here. And we can usually find circle in the middle of the field or the streak on the left of the field. But we're going to get into field goal range. It really, I mean, if you want to nitpick and get as many yards as possible, you certainly can, but basically wherever my throw lands or wherever the tackle happens, at this point I'm going right over to formation and I'm kicking a field goal. So we're not getting chunks of big yardage there, but we're still getting yardage, and more importantly, we're getting those 20 field goals that we need. Those are the main reason. Once you get your 20 field goals, you can go into a different solo challenge to start chasing the offensive passing yards and just the general offensive yards, and I'll show you that in a moment. But for the field goals and yardage alone, we'll go ahead and replay. Same thing we did with the other solo. I'll go to the gun bunch trail play, streak our outside square receiver here. If he wins his coverage, we throw it. Doesn't look like he did, so we just throw it over the top, and again, circle's going to be open. I usually kind of fall right around the 15-10 yard line because you do want to make sure you make a 10+ yard field goal. And boom, we go over to formation, we go to special teams, we kick our field goal 32 yards, and boom, we're getting points, we're getting field goals, we're getting offensive yards, and we're getting passing yards. So you can simply use just those 2 solos alone, and that's going to help you out knock out the objectives pretty much by itself. Just remember, you need those 83s in your lineup for the specific player, for the specific objective to count. So what I was just doing with Zane Gonzalez technically wasn't counting because I don't have the 83 Zane Gonzalez. I will soon when I play through his solos, but we're more so just using this in the video to show you guys what solos to play. And if you knock out all of those, but you still need offensive yards and passing yards, you can always go over to Team of the Week, if I can find it, week number 2, and the Chad Johnson Ocho Cinco solo. I'm not going to play through it, but this solo starts you on your own 5-yard line, so you got 95 yards of field in front of you to rack up yards, and you can keep playing through this one over and over and over again. And that's pretty much the roadmap. That's what you need to do to get 5 free 88 overall cards. Some pretty good cards. I think 3 out of the 5 are very helpful for most teams out there. You can utilize them, add a little bit of depth to your bench, and like I said, they all get Legends Chem, so that's going to help you out if you're building a Legends Steam team. That wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope it helped. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.